High-threat driving is used for transporting goods, a dignitary, or a principal through a very threatening environment.
My name is Keith Watts, and I am a professional driving and racing coach as well as a military driver trainer. And I am going to break down 3 driving techniques that can be used to safely flee or respond to a high-threat situation. A J-turn is a very useful technique when you have a full front block, but you do have the space to do the J-turn behind you.
To do a J-turn properly, you first need to come to a full and complete stop, get into reverse, back up at a moderate rate of speed, find the correct lane that you want to do the maneuver, flick the wheel, grab drive, and off you go in the opposite direction.
If you can't perform a J-turn because of traffic or you're in too tight of a confined space or a busy area, a high-speed reverse would be the next best thing.
Backing a vehicle at high speed has to be done very smoothly. Vehicles also don't brake as well going in reverse, but they want to turn extremely well, so it's very important that the driver maintain a very smooth and controlled grip on the steering wheel. A swerve maneuver
Would be useful if something fell off the back of a truck on the interstate, for example. But in the high-threat environment, it would be more along the lines with somebody pulling out in front of you to try to execute a front block.
A swerve maneuver is mostly about steering and avoiding the accident and less about actually slowing down or accelerating. A driver should always avoid jerking the steering wheel or slamming the brakes or going to full throttle, for example. One of the biggest misconceptions that I get after a student has actually performed the swerve maneuver is, wow, cars really handle well, when in fact it's the technique that's working. A barricade breach would be a scenario where you don't have the time to back up, or you can't back up. You might even have multiple threats behind you, but you're already traveling in the forward direction. And you make the choice and the decision to ram through or barricade breach the vehicle that's blocking your lane. Barricade breach starts with making the decision that you're going forward and you're not stopping. The second would be find the appropriate speed. Speed has to be lower than, say, 40 miles an hour, otherwise it's just going to be a big car crash. Once that decision's been made, the speed has been set, you get the alignment, your frame rail to their back wheel, you step on that gas as hard as you can, and you knock that vehicle right out of the way.
These are just a few of the maneuvers military personnel could use in a high-threat situation. Some of the best advice that I ever got was just have situational awareness. There's a lot of little pre-attack indicators that happen. The flow of traffic, people around you, watching the people on the side of the street, what are their reactions? So the more you can keep your head on a swivel will really set yourself up for success.